And so, on a new story here, Solo seemingly took some shots at Sjava on Kid X's new album. And now, for more on the story, just stay tuned to this video. And so, as some of you guys might know, Kid X released an album titled Father of Zen, and in that album, he has a track called Do Better, featuring Solo. And so it seems there's certain lines from Solo that caught the public's attention. And in those lines, he was talking about male privilege and advantage, saying that he still believes ladies are more.
Talent gets a pass, male advantage, the birthright from demons in our past. I say this to say I still believe ladies are more. And if it ricochets, it's proof of what I think about stars.
And basically, Kid X did address that comment on an interview with Slicker. And here's what he said.
To go that way, right? When you got the verse, what made you keep the verse? Even after Solo said, I think you're gonna write me out the album.
Yeah. For me, I had to understand his intention. You know?
Said proximity. You gotta go listen to the album to know what we're talking about. Proximity. I'm not comfortable talking about it because I know how people will receive it, even if I'm not intending it for it to go that way, right? When you got the verse, what made you keep the verse? Even after Solo said, I think you're gonna write me out the album.
Yeah. For me, I had to understand his intention. You know what I mean? Firstly, the song came from conversations that we'd always had. Whether we linking up for a bride. I remember the most recent one was when we were Gasenzo for a baby shower. And these are always chats we have it, just about gender inequality, about the struggle between men and women, you know what I mean? And what is factual is the fact that the black woman is at the bottom of the hierarchy. But now when you juxtapose that with the fact that the black woman is possibly the most powerful of this entire hierarchy that we speak of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yet is the most suppressed and is the most overlooked. We had to sit and look at, as black men living in 2021, how are we affecting change? How are we moving? Are we moving, being informed by like how things were done in the past, and we simply just keeping up the status quo, and we're not really looking up to say, how does this affect people on a human level? You know what I mean? And it came off from conversations like that. So naturally, when we went into studio, we wanted to make a record that would symbolize the fact that we're not 19, we're not 25. We were born in 88, you know what I mean? And in the current climate, that makes us elder statesmen. And we have to speak into Zwagala.
Yeah.
So then it happened. And for me, I felt like his expression is his expression.
Yeah.
His intention is to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And I have to respect where he's coming from.
Yeah.
I cannot silence him and say, "Eish boy, so nyatelela, unganyatelela," because that waters down his expression and what he deeply feels inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the reality is, the song, because of the nature and the sensitivity of the topic, it's gonna offend certain people.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? And unfortunately, that comes with just what the song is. And for me, I felt like, because I did have moments where I was like, "Ish, how do I break it down to solo? That's boy, hard man.
Yeah.
You'll keep really love verse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But then I thought, that's the equivalent of every other person who was silenced, who goes through the very same thing we are discussing.
And still, it seems a lot of people are not sure about it. I did go through the comments. People have very different views about it. But I don't know, man. You guys tell me what you think about it. If you haven't listened to the track yet, I'll make sure the link is down in the description. And if you like the video, please give a thumbs up because it actually does help the channel. And please do not forget to subscribe for more updates on your favorite celebrities.